Hey guys, my name is Kevin and this is Learning Old Germanic Languages. This video is going to be about how to get started and about getting started and whatnot. So the thing is with these old languages, old Germanic languages, the thing is, the great thing about them is that the further you go back in time in regards to languages, the more similar that they are. But my greatest advice, if you're going to get into this topic, is that you learn one of them really well. Because if you jump around from language to language, you're going to run into some more problems. You'll have more confusion and whatnot. So my best advice would be to learn one of these languages really well. So when you learn another language, you have something to reference to. Like for example, myself, my expertise is in Old English. And me learning Old Saxon or Old High German, it's not that hard because I know Old English so well that, I can make the connections and whatnot. Alright? So my best advice is to pick one and know it really well, and then you can dabble in other old Germanic languages. Okay? Okay, let's say you've picked one. Now, my best advice, and pretty much any linguist will tell you the same thing. To learn a language like this, you need something called a grammar book or a primer, as some of them are called. Okay, and some of them are easier to find than others. For Old Dutch, unfortunately, I think there's only one I know of, and it's in Dutch too. Because thing is, you really have to go out your way to find this stuff, because this topic that we're dealing with, it's not a popular thing. I mean, it's for most people, it's a very abstract, very academic sort of thing. But with this channel, we're changing that. We're making it so that everyone can get into it and have fun. Now, where can you find grammar books? You can find them on Google Books. If you go on there and type in, for example, in German, Althochdeutsch Grammatik, you can find it there. You can also try what's it called? Archive.org. Archive.org. You type in English, you type in German, for a grammar book. I mean, you might be lucky, you might not be lucky, but they're out there, to learn Old High German, to learn Old Saxon. And the thing is, when you have these books, or when you have these PDFs, I should say, is that these books are meant to be treated like a textbook, okay? They are meant to be read slowly. And it's okay if you don't understand everything the first time you look at it. That's okay. That's expected. So the idea behind it is to challenge yourself. The idea is so that you can really overcome and whatnot. Because the thing is, with older books, they require more discipline. And they're much more rewarding. So when you start to understand, or start to, understand a topic within, I don't know, let's say Old Saxon or Old High German, you gain some confidence because, wow, I've learned something very difficult. And not only that, what I'm learning is actually something that's 1,000 years old. So there are other reasons why people learn this stuff, but like the actual learning itself is not easy but rewarding. So take your time with it. Spend like an hour a day. A bit every day helps. Don't expect to learn all this all in one night. No. Sleep is very important, for any form of language learning. Okay? Start off with little words and little phrases or what have you, and then work on to more complicated stuff. Okay? So, main thing is, pick one language and focus on it. Then get a grammar for that book. Grammar for that language, or primer, if you will, if you can get one of those. Because some of them are called primers, or some of them are called grammars, or in the German context they're called Grammatik. But yeah, it's so archive.org, Google Books. These are two big places to find books like this for free. It's good to have an actual physical book, but knowing, the thing is with Old Saxon and Old High German and all these other old languages, I mean, they're very academic, and the books for them are really expensive because they're essentially university books, right? And university books are expensive to begin with. It's not like Old English where Old English is so popular, where like a lot of people can learn it because the prices for it are not that expensive in comparison to let's say if you want to learn Old Saxon or Old High German or Old Frisian, you kind of have to really go out your way like to spend a pretty penny on them. But there are free ones out there if you look deep enough. So archive.org, Google Books are a good place to go. And don't worry if you don't understand everything, that's alright. One of my subscribers on my first channel on Leren de Oud English said that he said something to the effect of reading these old grammar books forges you into a linguist. Like, if you can understand these books and overcome the challenges, you become a linguist. You become a linguistic, like, badass, so to speak. Okay? So, believe in yourself, have fun learning, and I wish you all the best. I hope you found this video useful. Okay? And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you're new, and if you want to help out the channel, please become a patron at my Patreon page down below. My name is Kevin, and you're watching Learning Old Germanic Languages. Take care.